Hi everybody, it's Christy here, and I was coming on today because I was having a conversation with a dear friend of mine this morning who was struggling with something, and so I want to backtrack with that in a second. But you know, all of us have those moments when we see someone succeeding in some way and we feel that pang of jealousy or that pang of envy. And you know, what do you do about it? You know, today I'd like to share with all of you how to pivot from feeling jealous or envious into feeling amazing and totally supportive of that other person. So I was having this conversation this morning with somebody that had a friend of hers that accomplished something that she has been wanting to accomplish for years, and she just hasn't gotten there yet. And so she was feeling extremely jealous. And so, you know, first of all, feeling threatened or envious or jealous or competitive is a completely normal human emotion. I think we've all felt it at one time or another. But how do you turn that feeling of jealousy or competition into something that's positive? You know, comparitonitis is something that comes up all the time. You see this a lot on social media, you know, and if you're feeling like you're comparing yourself to others, my biggest hint or suggestion is, if you're feeling that way, get off of social media for a bit. But before we get into the hints of, you know, how to handle this, I want to talk about what do feelings of jealousy or envy actually mean. And to me, the difference between being jealous of something or someone and feeling like celebrating with them or being happy for their accomplishments is that you don't believe that it is possible for you. Because if you believed it was going to happen for you, you would just be cheering them on. You know, you would be happy to see someone living towards whatever it is that you are moving towards. So for instance, if you see somebody that graduated from college and you're currently in college, doesn't it make it more possible for you to finish your degree because somebody else has done it? Or if you see someone that's succeeding in the business that you're also in, doesn't their success pre-pave that path for you? So why wouldn't you be happy and celebrating them? Well, because there is a lack mentality there. You're feeling like in some way it's not going to happen for you. You're not good enough, or you're incapable. It isn't possible for you. So when I notice those feelings, for me, coming up where I want something that that person has, you know, check in with yourself. Own your feelings. There's nothing worse than suppressing them or faking it or pretending you don't feel it. Own it. Say, you know what? I'm jealous. I want what that person has. That's great, because now you know what it is that you want. So here are some hints. You know, I suggested earlier, withdraw a bit. You know, if you're on social media and you're getting inundated with so many things and so much stimulation, so many people that may be triggering you in a negative way, that you may not be able to see and connect with who you are and what you're feeling. So withdraw a bit. You know, do a little daydreaming, do a little journaling, take some time for some self-worth and begin to regain that connection with why you're doing what you're doing, or why it is that you're wanting what you're wanting. And before you know it, that inspiration will take over and you'll be celebrating with absolutely anybody that's even remotely living that what you want. You know, use envy and jealousy as a pathway to deeper self-discovery. Turn that feeling of competition and not enoughness into what it is that you're seeking. Fill yourself up with clarity of what you want and also how awesome you are. You know, one of the things that I've done recently within the past year is I started a folder on my computer. I call it my accomplishments folder. And in this folder, I save screenshots of messages, emails, texts, things people send me that that make me feel good, storing those emails and those messages, or even celebrating something. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining. You know, so anytime I'm feeling a little bit jealous or a little bit envious, I go there. Remind myself of everything it is that I have lived through or that I have accomplished already in my life that at the time I've actually seemed impossible, and I might not have felt like I was enough, and there it is, I did it. And so it steps me into this point of more invincibility, and then there's nothing but celebration and joy that totally fills me up. You know, Wayne Dyer once shared, if you learn to celebrate the joys of others as you would celebrate your own, you have just exponentially expanded your opportunity for joy, for celebration, for happiness. You know, friends, teammates, family members, people will email me or call me or message me and tell me something that they have accomplished. And for me, now that I am capable of being happy, truly happy for them and truly celebrating with them, my life is full of virtual champagne popping, which brings, you know, more joy, more fulfillment, more love, and more abundance into my life. So when those feelings come up, you know what? Use it as a pathway to self-discovery and use it as a reminder. If somebody else is accomplishing something that you want, that means it is possible. And so this is my message for today. I would love to know, for anybody that's on or that's joined or has ever dealt with this, you know, how do you approach feeling jealous or envious, you know, or when that feeling of competitive spirit, so to speak, starts to happen? How do you turn it around and turn it into something that feels good? I would love to know. I love connecting with all of you. And you know what? I'm not perfect at this. I have many moments where that jealousy and that comparison comes up. But I now know a way to quickly pivot that and can use that feeling to catapult me into further success, further celebration, and further happiness. I hope you all found this message useful today. As always, I love when you guys join in and you comment or you like or send me a love. You can always share the message down there in that lower corner, or if you want to, right up here, you can turn on your notifications so you know when I go live. And I hope you all have an absolutely fabulous day, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.